Hey, what is up? It is Iron Heady in the old Games Corner Classic Gamer Roulette, and just a little something before the main event here. This is a hat trick for the Atari 7800. So, let's... There we go. So yeah, this is basically a hockey game. Hence as to why but aside from what I might have expected from maybe Activision, this is the earliest kind of form of hockey I've ever seen in a video game outside of maybe ice hockey for the NES. It might have came out around the same time, actually. Okay, what was that all about? So, yeah, I've been doing some thinking and, probably, just have, Atari games, most of them, added to, stuff I should play for a pre-stream. And again, I'm not gonna do this every stream. It's just stuff that, I know is only gonna last about 10 to 20 minutes, like this is supposed to, and it's totally fine. Wow, this is gonna be the easiest way to score a goal ever. Up until the CPU no longer allows you to get it in. Huh. Dude, that's super funny. Let's try expert mode. This time, the CPU ain't messing around. They will dominate the play. But it's always one period in 2 minutes of gameplay. That's all you get. Now, there was a Commodore 64 version, but Capcom handled the publishing rights for that one. Yeah. I guess you could find some enjoyment out of something like this. Now that I at least got one score, I want to keep that score. Bro. Okay, cool. Yeah, I called that a fair one. Awesome sauce. And then it goes back to the title screen. So yeah, there you have a hat trick. So anyway, once again, the old games in corner classic game roulette presents Battletoads and Double Dragon for the Sega Genesis. So, okay. It's kind of like this, you know? The Super Nintendo version might as well be the best version because not only for the fact that the soundtrack is the greatest, and I guess overall better game. Every other version, like this one, it's not bad. It's playable, like this one. Above not locked intruders, I'm gonna beat you up. But yeah. If there's at least something different, is that the dialogue you get whenever you defeat a boss and all that is at least different. Because every other version I remember, like the NES, Game Boy, and even the Game Gear versions, seem to take cues from this version. The Super Nintendo is just must have been done by an independent team. That's my only reason as to why things might have been done differently. But I guess I should discuss Lego Brawls. It's my sort of thing for casual gaming. Is if you just want to short stream, or probably a shorter stream, for when you want to just get stuff going on the fly, I'd say that's your vehicle for that sort of thing. Like when you know you got stuff to do in the same day. So, not every stream I put out isn't intended to be very long to begin with. And I know I could have been playing bigger games. I mean, in the last one I played was the Earthbound Beginnings hack, and that's only because I got curious after watching my brother play it. And before that, I don't remember. No, there's at least some key differences between the Super Nintendo version and a lot of these other versions. Is that aside from the game's own actual boss music, is that the way the fight starts is different. For example, Bobo was rapidly punching through the gate rather than just taking a few punches to break it open. But now we got this. Bobo, even I could beat you, useless lumbering half-wits don't scare us. Come here and see that stormy buzzard. No matter, 'cause Black's next. Come into my lair, Big Black's gonna stump and chomp ya. But that's another thing. 'Cause, at least in this had pre-stage in dialogue. From what I remember with the NES version, which got a re-release, by the way, thanks to I don't know if it was a retro bit or a limited run games, but yeah, they're actually reselling this stuff. But yeah, at least in this has pre-stage dialogue. The NES game does not. And I remember the portable versions. I don't know if they have pre-stage in dialogue or not. And I think there's also an Amiga version of this as well. This is just one popular ass game, apparently. Other than the fact that there were so many versions of Double Dragon at the time, they might as well go full ham on this. But you know, it's fine. Oh, hey there, JT. Yeah, I noticed you were streaming there. That's cool. Oh, shoot. So, you could probably tell in the chat log that I was playing a game before this. That game was a hat trick for the 7800. Yeah, I don't think so, bucko. Not on my watch, you don't. Yeah, cause, it's understood that, if this were any other Battletoads game, which it isn't, you would have, had to gone after, flies for health. The Lee brothers can't do that. So that's why you have to, smash open orbs for that stuff. Okay, so throw dynamite into the door and he's not dead yet. There he goes! Boom! Okay, what's this now? The turbo tunnel part of the level? Although, to be fair, this one's not entirely all that bad. But orbs to collect? Yeah, you don't want to miss them all. That's how you get the sweet nice bonus. But I seem to always love doing this next part. At least on the Super Nintendo when I call them hamburger, 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 fries. Hamburger, hamburger, fries, fries. You want fries with that? Because that's how you get fries, dude. So, okay, this part is, dangerous. Cause, the riders on bikes will try to knock you off. And that's not good. I gotta pick up speed for that. Okay, this one is not so easy to get to Okay, so it's probably best that it don't matter what happens now. Oh well. Hamburger, 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 fries, fries, fries. And now, the big fight. Which, thanks game for letting me know what's gonna happen. But this is funny though. In the Super Nintendo, it looks so huge. Here, and especially in the NES version, in the Game Boy versions, he's only a few inches bigger than you. I guess Probably, cause sprite limitations and all that. He's out of here. You don't look so big now, Black. Never pick on those smaller than you. I wasn't feeling my best. It wasn't a fair fight, you fetty freak. Your next opponent has got a weapon. So look out. First Fortin versus bullets, I'm gonna use your bullets as target practice. So, was it in this level to be the only level where I'm gonna take on these ladies? Which is only natural for the Double Dragon universe. Although, two forces uniting as one to fight our heroes here. I'm kind of like, huh. And this was likely a trade was thing at the time, because they published both of the first Double Dragon and Battletoads games, so it kind of makes sense. But this is more a Battletoads game in a Double Dragon game. Okay, it's not gonna be so easy to get this turret. Especially when I dropped too low. There we go. Well met it. I don't remember Roper having a gun. Shouldn't it be a Machine Gun Willie? He's the one with a big ass gun. Oh snap. Well, I guess you could use that as an advantage for it when you want to avoid the power saws. Ha ha ha. And, we didn't even go to another part of the level. That's probably how sub levels work around here. They change colors. A nice little transition here when comparing it to the Super Nintendo, which don't have that effect. But, yeah, why is it that all the bad girls had to have whips, huh? This must make it some sort of a erotic thing. Oh well. Especially when it used to come down to the fact that there was some sort of misogynistic opinion. There might have been misogynistic opinions about violence against female enemies, apparently. Especially in beat-em-ups. Go figure. Especially in Final Fight games up until the third game. It kind of felt weird to change things from the Japanese version to other versions around the world. Thus, the weird, complicated history of Poison's character as a whole. It just makes that whole thing weird. And that's why they are trans women. And speaking of which, we are not gonna see any more Lindas past this point. Okay, that's gotta be annoying. I suppose here, because they move so fast, you either gonna move back or forward, depending on where they're coming from. So yeah, this is pretty much the end of the line here. but a rather short corridor. There we go. Okay, so this is basically the point where it's becoming a bit of an obstacle course. And this is basically the last Okay, where is some of the debris coming from? Also, the music is acting differently in here for some reason. I don't know why that had to happen. Not even before we get to the boss, and yeah, it is a sign that you're getting there. And speaking of boss, fight! A bit easier, I guess, but there's probably a reason for that, I guess. There's a wall right there. Whereas there wasn't in the Super Nintendo version. But it can be rough, especially when he gets close to you. Because he can combo your ass. And you do not want to be not ducking when he blasts his rifle on ya. Oh. Yes! There we go! How dare you board my airship? You won't get away. Roper, our fists beat your bullets, didn't they? Right. Who's next? You talk big for a beaky jerk. The Dark Queen's gonna blow your team to bits. Those puny pots will be vaporized by my Wrenchip's awesome arsenal. So, it seems now we're being pursued. But before all that happens, we gotta endure a few waves of asteroids. Yeah. You ever play Asteroids? This is pretty much the same deal. Only this time, you got missiles. Yeah, if you hold the fire button, you can shoot missiles at your target, but only if they're locked on. So yeah, the majority of the game has been a beat 'em up, but this is this one level here is pretty much the exception. I mean, what do you expect? Rare has always been known to do this sort of thing. Like shifting genres when you least expect it. So after that's been done, now you got new obstacles to deal with, like mines that explode in the D-pad direction. And now we got mines that explode in a cross formation. And now there's a deadly variant. Mines that will kill you instantly, but keep an eye on 1-ups because that's what we're really gunning down for. Okay, this might as well be the hardest part of this thing. You gotta take down a few UFOs here, then they're being spawned. Although they're getting faster each and every time. The second one I could have sworn I'd be able to at least get a missile in, but nope. There we go. Or at least yep, there we go. These last ones, I don't think that it's gonna be that easy, because they move too fast. So we're just gonna have to wing this one. You might be able to get a missile in, but I won't chance it. It'll be like having to keep up with the damn ass AI. And I do not want to have to put up with that. Okay, there's that one taken care of, and Now we gotta deal with the same one, but I think what we gotta deal with now is the same one on steroids. There we go. Got through that one without getting hit. Oh, dude. But, yeah. Wow, I almost bumped into it. Yeah, don't even think about using missiles on this one. You're just asking to die if you do that. Like, no chance in hell. But, yeah, it's not known how or why I got the notification for, at one thing several months ago. But the truth is, I should have gotten it. I never did. Not to mention, I haven't been checking my email a whole lot lately. Just only when I need to literally check the important stuff. So, okay, the very ship that I boarded, I have to destroy now. So, okay. First we got the blaster guns to take care of. But yeah, that's a lot of faces to deal with here. Although,
Hey, brother. You want to run?
one damn thing won't pass.
Learn something by you for supper. Dad wants to go to Olive Garden. You can go, but if you do, you have to pay. What do you want to do?
I can go with yes.
Okay.
Whoops. I didn't even realize I took a hit there. Slightly damaged. Okay, I guess I forgot to mention there is gonna be a lot of flashing. Okie doke. Man, how's it still able to fire even after it almost being totaled? There, don't talk shit about total. Really though, if you don't want to bother with it, you can just launch missiles at the thing. So now we know some sort of a electro weapon. That's gonna cause some problems. There we go. Oh, not completely totaled yet. There we go. Oh. The backup gun. Now we launching rocks at me? Huh. Oh, the electro launchers now, which target me. Yeah, that ain't gonna do it, buddy. Fight's not over yet. Now we got the gun pod, with which is at least not all that difficult to avoid the shots. No time to rest yet. So, it's basically literally fighting fire with fire. Missiles versus missiles. You do not want to get hit by one of these things, or otherwise you're toast. Wow, that was a lot of flashing at the end. So, I guess your final ace in the hole is a big rocket heading to Earth. Huh. How sad. The nasty boys broke poor Queenie's spaceship. Quit cackling, you seed-stuffing fool. Robo madness will destroy the Earth. You'll never get to me in time. The Earth is doomed. I can't deny how awesome this track on the Super Nintendo is, cause man. And again, it might be the an overall quality that the composer had, and that is making badass music there. Here, it's okay. It's just okay. I mean, never mind the fact that there tracks that this and other versions have that the Super Nintendo don't have, but it's alright, I guess. I'm gonna fling you out in here. Oh dear, I am not a fan of these rooms where you gotta fight Mr. Slaughter here, Colonel Slaughter, 3 times. What, did he clone himself or something? But hey, if you ever feel you're in trouble, get a health pack there. Hey buddy, I don't need that kind of treatment. You're just gonna get rammed or something, brother. Oh yeah! But at least you get the full satisfaction of defeating him here in the Super Nintendo version. He could have easily gone back up when you leave the room. The least you could have done is make him fade out. Or who knows. Now, this gets rather awkward because unlike level 2, you don't have a proper distance you can predict your launching to the window from where the bombers are throwing this stuff at ya. Cause you gotta take them from above them. Oh, we got another one. So how long have I been going now? Just about an hour? At least the last two levels aren't really that long in all due respect. No, dude, I want that one up. You can't. Oh, wow, that's not gonna be good. But yeah, this might as well be its own boss. Not a sub-boss that you gotta fight thrice. Yeah, not once, not twice, but thrice. Oh yeah. Okay, the pattern is very dangerous. Like, how are you supposed to I gotta be quick or something, dude. But, yeah, ninjas. I've only seen the Lee brothers fight ninjas in Double Dragon 2 and 3. And, at least if we're talking about the original NES trilogy. It's not even a close one. It's like, wow, dude. And then these, rat men coming to fight you? You know, this is a lot more awkward than just trying to throw them below where you're standing. Because now you gotta jump and throw. Well, maybe not that bad. There we go. Seems a little awkward to come down to the fact that the door will only open if you were to walk close to it. So, this is obviously the Colonel Slaughter at his toughest. So, I kinda thought they all fought the same in the Super Nintendo game. Here, he's just primed up to destroy you. That's all. So, I guess all you can do is try to get the drop on him. Easier said than done though, bro. How is that fair? You can't make that fair. Should I or should I not get the health pickup? That's there we go. You really don't want to let me go, don't you? It's time I pound your ass down for good. Alright, fine, I guess I ain't got any groove. But what do I know? It's the boss at the end of the level that's gonna give me the most trouble. There we go. And again, the door will only be able to open to me after I walked far enough. Only this time, I'm fighting in the corridor. There's no more slaughterers for me to fight. Oh, I didn't even see the Rat Man back there. Ooh. Okay, time this right. And now you have to fight this guy. But it can be rather tricky. I just tried to juggle his ass. You don't know his pattern unless you memorized it just by a chance. Oh, I made that look easy. I had so much trouble with him in the Super Nintendo version. Oh well. Ha ha ha! Join the rat ship on the junk pile, you robotic rust bucket. I was finding so now it's going to crash. And yes, it did. But luckily, it didn't destroy the Earth. Good. Come and get me if you dare. I'm waiting for you in the basement. Yeah, for these last two levels, you don't really get a whole lot of the final stage themes. Not that it really matters. But you still get into through that cool stuff at least, and knock off these street lamps, or I guess hanging chains with lights. But these are your only ways to get stuff out of here. Although personally, okay, now they're moving faster. Oh dear. We're dealing with some berserkers here. It's only because now we gotta fight him. Probably why I kept in the lights. Okay, no way was I able to, Wait, he can do that? Never did that in the Super Nintendo version. Yeah, fighting getting this guy is a pain here. Not to mention, he's supposed to be the arch nemesis of the Double Dragons. As far as I'm concerned, his identity is unknown, at least in Double Dragon 2. Which, yeah. Even in Double Dragon Gaiden, where he's known as the mayor in that game. So, it's not so much as, and then he's the shadow boss, he's actually the shadow master there. And, you wanna get up here when he does that, otherwise, you could be done for. Sure is taking a while, though. All I can say is that this is still a formidable opponent. He's just taking a lot of hits. Oh, no, wait, he's just doing another one. I don't know why I keep hitting those. Okay. There we go! So you think you've won, right? No, this is the only level where you still gotta avoid this stuff to get to the end of the level. To actually, finish it. Here we go. Yeah, avoid those sparks and you're good. Ha! The Shadow Boss was cruising for a bruising and that's what he got. Think you're tough, pencil neck? The queen's not over with you jerks! So we meet at last. You may have beaten that masked moron, but I'll crush you. Yeah, this isn't much of a level at all. All you got is this. So yeah, sort of one boss theme, and you hear for most of the fights, and then there's a variant that you'd only hear for 2 fights, and being big blang and the confrontation against the Dark Queen's rat ship. When you're ready to destroy it. Okay, I don't remember this big hand being a pain. There we go. Fight the Dark Queen herself. And with that kind of outfit, yeah. It's I'm just a little annoyed as to how they changed in her character to be more of a side role, especially when they made her into a Nickelodeon or Disney reject. Likely Shugo or Shago from Disney's Kim Possible. Because that's my way of depicting it. But you obviously don't want to come close when that fire is burning up. Okay. Now she's rising up faster. And it's gonna get to the point when she won't even need to rise up all the way to attack you. Like here. Yeah, think you're good? No, yeah. That's gonna cause some problems. And especially throw me off. I guess Professor T-Bird is sending me all those orbs. You get like an infinite amount of these. I didn't know he was able to hack through that thing. But by now, I'm practically racked enough lives that it don't even matter. Huh. Double hit. Super effective. Yeah, it kind of amazes me. It kind of amazes me as to how you can just walk around with a one-piece uniform and the boots that go right up to your thighs. It's like, yeah. And that's it. The end. You lose. Good day, madam. It's game over for you, Dark Has-Been. You'll be banished forever. Don't count your chickens, winged weirdo. I'll be back. That's a promise. Until next time. The Dark Queen, being and humbled, makes her escape into space, while the Shadow Boss seeks sanctuary in the murky alleyways. The Toads and Dragons go their separate ways, but evil forces beware. Battletoads and Double Dragon are the ultimate team. So that's pretty much it. But, you know who I haven't gone after a while? My old buddy JT. And, I guess he's got Rocket League going on right now. Yeah, you remember Street Racer? That was the original Rocket League. But anyway, that's enough out of me. If I ever get a stream off tomorrow, it's likely gonna be on Lego Bros again, because I don't know if I'm gonna have a long stream, if at all. Gonna do stuff. Anyway, bye, compadres. See you next stream.